The president has done more to secure the border and to deal with this issue of immigration than anybody else. He really has.
What's good? Welcome in. Time for that weekly Joe Biden's episode, right? So in the intro there, you got to see old Cringe Jean-Pierre letting you know that the Biden regime has done more to secure the border than any other president. He really has, as if that makes it real. This coming after, we just recently covered how the federal government came down here to Arizona to literally weld the Ballard Wall gates open. Right? And are letting over 100,000 immigrants pour into the interior of the country per month and are literally suing states for enforcing security on their own, right? Recently settling out of court with Arizona again for over $9 million, right? Cost to the taxpayer, of course, for an ongoing lawsuit against the previous governor for enforcing security. You know what I mean? Absolute clownwell reptilian shit. But as we know, this is just one of the many lies that fly out of the Biden's White House on a damn near daily basis. And but the biggest one that we're going to focus on today, Bidenomics, right? And Bidenomics seems to be focusing on the unemployment numbers for the 2024 cycle. And, it's toting, we've created 13 million jobs with 11.7 returning after the COVID lockdowns ending, so only creating a little, 2 million compared to Trump's 5.7 million in that same time span. But unemployment is not the issue, it's affordability, right? As the Biden regime pours debt on the heads of Americans and increases deficit spending damn near minute to minute, is making everything unaffordable. And, so jobs aren't the problem. It's not that, that we don't have money. It's that the money isn't worth shit, right? And they keep telling you these inflation numbers by quoting month to month instead of the annual, like normal. And, they're totally glossing over presidential inflation, right? Which looks at the numbers from inauguration till current day. This newest one for Biden stops in July, obviously, August just ending. And it actually shows that inflation is up 16.9% since this dude has taken office, compared to Trump's highest of 5.7%, right? Second only to Jimmy Carter's 25%, right? And it just keeps getting worse. Food is up 19.4%, electricity up over 25%, gas is up 53.4%, and the Fed's only option? Will raise interest rates, of course, to try to cause you pain to slow spending to hopefully cool the economy. Well, I mean, with Biden spending so much so fast, so not having the intended effect, with inflation actually ticking back up in July after this lizard carcass just traveled around telling you everything's great and the fucking Inflation Reduction Act's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, right? And then you got, mortgage rates now going over 7%, and that's compared to Trump's highest of 2.65% when he left office, right? Destroying home values, savings, and so on and so forth, making it to where the young can't afford homes and the older watching their life savings dwindle, right? As credit card debt surpasses $1 trillion for the first time in the country, due mostly to Americans' day-to-day spending and groceries. You know what I mean? Biden's answer to all this? Why, of course, another $250 million package to the Ukrainians, asking for another $4 billion on top of the $12 already requested for FEMA, as that entity teaches its employees about white supremacy's inequalities, because that's got a lot to do with federal emergency reaction time, right? And it's an absolute joke, but the capper, Boom! A 5.2% raise across the board for federal employees, right? Letting you know that these people don't give two shits about you. They only care about enriching themselves, their homies, man, and, rolling out the Cloward Piven. You know what I'm saying? And this, of course, is the second highest raise, only to the worst economic president in the history of the country, Jimmy Carter's 1981 9.1% raise. You know what I mean? You're in great company there, Joe Biddens. So you guys tell me what you think. Come by to argue. Tell me to fuck off. Like, share, subscribe. Smell you later.
I was going to foot him.
Idiots.